get ready for an unforgettable show in the skies over Chesterfield.
Yeah, a little more than 24 hours from now, the Blue Angels are going to take off for the Spirit of St. Louis Air Show. Let's get right on out to our Diamond Palmer, who's been live in Chesterfield all morning. And Diamond, we're here. You're joined by a special guest this morning, a former Angels pilot. Is that right?
Yes, it's Garrett Casper. Garrett, I want to talk to you this morning. It's such a special experience to be joined by a former Blue Angel, support officer here. You've been in these jets. You've experienced the G-force. You know all about queasy stomachs and maybe a little throwing up. Just talk to me and walk with me.
Sure.
And tell me, obviously that's the big thing that people think about when they think of the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. What happens when your service members are inside of these jets?
Right. So right now we're feeling 1G as we're standing here talking. Some of the dynamic maneuvers that the Blue Angels fly, their experience on the order of 7.5 Gs. So they will be feeling like they're 15, 16, 1,700 pounds. And it takes a lot of physical effort to be able to fly the aircraft, not just by themselves, but with 5 other wingmen. So they have to be in incredibly great physical shape in order to do this. And as I tell people, the best analogy I can draw, it's like taking a physics or calculus exam for an hour and also doing about an hour's worth of Greco-Roman wrestling. It's a huge thing of mental gymnastics and physical endurance to be able to fly and do this safely.
Yeah, and we know it's not just these 6 jets that are going to be up in the sky. There's about 100 service members from the Blue Angels set to be here this weekend. Obviously, some of those including women, but for the first time ever, you have a woman on your jet squadron. Tell us about Amanda Lee.
Yeah, so Amanda Lee was a prior enlisted sailor. She became a pilot, and if you watch the Blue Angel documentary that's out on IMAX and Amazon Prime, you can see her story and several others. We've been an integrated and mixed gender force for so many years, and there have been female fighter pilots for decades in the Navy. Amanda just happens to be the first one inside the 6-ship jet demo. We've had female Fat Albert pilots with our C-130 and also a number of other support officers and our enlisted crew. But as a girl dad, it's great to be able to take my kids to an air show and say, look, someday if you wanted to do this, you can too.
You can too. That's the words that we want to hear this weekend as you come to this air show. We've got some information for you on your screen here. So this air show is Saturday and Sunday this weekend here at the Spirit of St. Louis Airport in Chesterfield. There'll be about a dozen performers, including, of course, the Blue Angels headlining the show. Jets including the F-22, Growler, and parachuters will also be here. Tickets range $50 to $55, and children 12 and under are free. Also, those that are active military will be free. This show runs 11:30 to 4:30 each day. Reporting live here in Chesterfield, I'm Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.